Broadcasting from the Fence One Studios. Voted #1 contractor in North Alabama. 94.1 WHRP. Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur. A Cumulus media station.
Tony, yeah! Tony, in the morning. Tony, in the morning. Waking up your world. Tony, in the morning. Tony, in the morning.
94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Coy said girls are players too.
I thought you knew.
Hey.
Girls is players too.
That's the, oh, look who's back.
Around the world, girls is players too.
I know y'all was like, wait a minute, what happened to that nice quiet week we had with Tony?
Gone, Tony. It is gone.
He's back.
Yes. Good morning, Tennessee Valley.
Turn the volume down just a little bit.
Just a little bit. No, turn it up. Let the kiddos hear it. Graduations and happening and everything.
Well, welcome back. You had a good tour?
Tony, it was amazing.
So
it was amazing.
Tell us about this tour. Explain to us, because I can't explain turntables on the tour.
So, they rented them over there. They rent them over there because that extra luggage that's heavy.
Oh,
they charge you extra.
Oh yeah, anytime luggage is trust. I've been through that.
That weight is. So they got turntables there for me.
Excuse me, Mr. DJ Primetime 256. You're a little over 75 pounds.
Man,
I'm gonna have to charge you an extra 30, 40, 50. Well, hold on. It keeps going up.
Tony, I was literally at the airport taking drawers out my luggage and putting them in another bag. I'm serious.
Yeah.
You got to get that weight up under 50 pounds.
No, it's real talk.
Yeah.
I guess we should have talked about that.
Yeah, see, things that you didn't know.
Right.
Yeah, they would charge you that extra $35.
Yeah. A lot of times when I travel different areas, there's some things that I just won't take with me.
Yeah.
I'll purchase it when I get there. You know, toiletries.
See,
and
I
things
didn't.
like things like you don't need to.
But see, I had to have
just need a travel pack, toothbrush.
I had the toothbrush.
And toothpaste.
Yep.
A little mouthwash. A little bit of lotion.
Yeah. See, that's what it was.
Take that tiny deodorant.
Come on now.
But these are things you can put on your carry-on. You don't need to pack that big old thing of lotion, all your cocoa butter and all that.
Yeah, I had to have my cocoa butter.
You can
the
get
gallon-sized cocoa butter had to go. It's cold over there, so I had to be prepared for the ash.
1 pound.
Yeah, see, that was it right there. And then trying to put that into the other bag. The cocoa butter or the mixer.
The good thing about going to Europe, they always have olive oil.
They do. Yes.
You mix that with your lotion, you good.
Let me tell you.
You be all right.
You be all right.
Yeah.
And it's in the kitchen cabinet and in the bathroom.
Everywhere. So you don't need to take all that stuff.
No.
You can do without cocoa butter for a week.
You can.
Yeah,
you literally can. You literally can. And the water, drinking water out of the faucet.
Isn't that beautiful?
Directly out of the faucet, Tony. You know how you pour the water in the glass and you see all them bubbles come up? Not over there. Not over there. No filter. I mean, that was the best tap water I've ever had.
So where were you?
So we was in Lancaster. I'm gonna mispronounce it. Lancaster, Sweden. And then we did one show out there. We did 2 shows in Malmo, Sweden, and then the rest of the time we spent in Copenhagen, in Denmark.
Did you bring chocolate back from Sweden?
Tony, let me tell you. All right, ain't nothing better than this American chocolate.
No, Sweden chocolate's supposed to be better.
No, I had the sweetened chocolate.
But did you bring any back?
I didn't. I just brought myself back.
So everybody that's listening knows that it's about time you're leaving. Because if you didn't come back with chocolate, there's a thing that you shouldn't be here.
Tony,
you didn't bring chocolate back.
The chocolate, it was okay.
That's your opinion.
Nah, I had a lot of the chocolate out there. I'm serious.
I'm not a big chocolate fan, but I do like dark chocolate. Well, who doesn't know that?
True.
Hey, it's T-Mill. Every Saturday, we're jamming with the old school on 94.1 WHRP. I'm playing those songs we all know the lyrics to from the 80s, 90s, and the early 2Ks. Plus, I'm shining the spotlight on some exceptional talent on the globe. Check in for the cleanup song of the day to get those weekend chores done. Join me on Taking It Back with T-Mill now from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. only on 94.1 WHRP.
Fellas, let's be honest. Your style says a lot before you even say a word. So, what is your wardrobe saying right now? If it's not saying fresh, sharp, and unforgettable, it's time to upgrade at On Time Fashion. We're talking next level suits that command the room, urban wear that turn every sidewalk into your own personal runway, and clean fits for the young kings too. Because being in style never starts too early. But they just don't have clothes. Step in, you'll find some of the best cologne you've ever smelled. No lie. Walk in wearing that, and you're guaranteed to catch every nose in the room. Then you get that awkward question, what are you wearing? So whether it's for the office, the club, a wedding, or just the everyday vibe, On Time Fashion keeps you ready. Right now, stop selling for average and go visit OnTimeTtown.com or visit their Huntsville location at 6275 University Drive, Suite 28B. On Time Fashion, bring you the best for less because real style never goes out of season. Don't just be prime time, be on time.
That's Jay Brown. True Love on 94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning and DJ Primetime 256 back from his Europe tour.
Yes. Tony, can I tell you one thing they told me over there?
What's that?
And I will forever believe this. It was during sound check, and I was testing the mic, and sometimes I'm known to hit a note or two.
Oh,
and and I ain't had my Swedish water this morning, so excuse me.
You ain't getting none
Tony,
here, bro.
They told me overseas I was known to hit a note or two.
What?
They wanted to get your boy in the studio, but I ain't had my manager with me, so we couldn't get the paperwork right.
They told you that you hit a note or two.
Tony, I started smiling.
What's Note's last name? Williams? No, Williams. You hit
No, Williams.
No.
Nah, they told me I could hit a note or two. Yeah.
Or two.
Tony. So, officially, we're going to hear more songs.
Everybody's been fine.
They were. Now they're going to be even better.
Listen, while you were gone, they were really thinking about who would be the next pope.
Yes.
You know, and it went really quick. And so they voted in a new pope from the United States in Chicago. Where I happened to have gone to Illinois for about a week while you were gone.
Yeah.
I was in Illinois. Well, I'm not saying that I'm a part of all that.
You was part of it?
Not really, but...
Okay. Tony, you be having inside scoop.
Well, you know.
You knew it was going to happen. But that's why you took vacation.
So, nonetheless, Pope Leo XIV had his first mass. And then, what I thought was very interesting that they voted him in time for Mother's Day.
Wow.
So, big Mother's Day mass yesterday. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Yes. So a big celebration yesterday, hoping that all the moms enjoyed themselves.
Yes.
So now we're going to look and see how this will shape things. They said they wanted to vote somebody in closer to the likings of the late Pope Francis. And kind of what we're hearing is that's what happened.
Yeah, they did.
You know,
they did.
First time ever making history. We never had
an American Pope?
No, never had an American Pope. So we'll see what happens. All that said, in a few, his orangeness will be going to meet the Pope. Yeah. In the meantime, he's supposed to be going to Gaza. I think they're sending home a person that has been, I guess captured, and since 2023, I believe it was, and they're supposed to send him home. In the meantime, tariffs are at the top of the conversation.
Yes.
So we got to talk about that too.
Yeah. Target seems like they're going down too.
Target?
Yeah. Because of the tariffs in the DIs.
It's not only them. So we're going to get into all of that. And the girlfriend's night out is happening at the end of the week.
Come on now.
So these are a few things just getting you up to speed of what's been going on here in the United States. We got the Queen's Tour.
The Queen's Tour.
That is happening in Birmingham this weekend. Gladys Knight, Hattie LaBelle, Stephanie Mills, and Chaka Khan. And there's going to be some selected women who have already registered on our web for a chance to win Girlfriend's Night Out. So we got that going on. Now you're up to speed.
I'm up to speed now, Tony.
All right.
I'm back.
94.1 WHRP.
We looking black in the day.
Was that black?
We're looking
back in the day. Ernie Banks, baseball legend who at the age 17 signed to play baseball with the Negro barnstorming team. Manager Cool Papa Bell recognized Mr. Banks' talent and signed him to a contract with the Kansas City Monarchs of the Negro Baseball League. after retiring from the major leagues as a career Cub in 1971. Ernie Banks became the first Cub to have his uniform number retired. It was 1977 when he was elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. Chicago Cubs fans will always remember him as the baseball player who said, "What a great day for baseball." That's Black in the Day. On this date, back in the day in 1967, Jimi Hendrix released Are You Experience? It was Lionel Richie's Hello that hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1984. And in 1994, Pulp Fiction, there we go, debuted at the Cannes Film Festival. Got a few celebrities celebrating birthdays and famous people, too.
Happy birthday to actress Kim Fields. She was Tootie from The Facts of Life and Regina in Living Single. We also have Ben Rames. He starred in Pulp Fiction and was Luther in Mission Impossible. You may have also heard his voice in Arby's commercials, We Have the Meats. We also have Rami Malek is celebrating his birthday today. Academy Award winner and Golden Globe Award winner. He portrayed Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, and he's an Emmy winner for Mr. Robot. Tony Hawk is celebrating his birthday today. The professional skateboarding legend and, game extraordinaire. In memoriam, we have George Carlin, born on this date in 1937, the comedian's comedian who hosted the first SNL episode in 1975. Find more celebrity birthdays on our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
And it is International Nurses Day. Never forget the people who help take care of our health. So take care of your health. That's Black in the Day, back in the day. Tony in the morning on 94.1 WHRP.
The Rocket City's first choice with today's best variety of R&B. 94.1 WHRP.
Mr. Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, they're known as Silk Sonic. Silk Sonic hasn't released any new music lately.
Man.
Leave the Door Open, still a big vibe, though.
That's why, because they can tour with a couple of songs because it's such a vibe that they put butts in seats. Put out a couple of really good tracks, put some butts in seats. You get to go. You get to go.
Man, let me tell you what else happened while you were gone.
What's that?
Smokey Robinson has a sex allegation lawsuit from 4 former employees.
Wow.
The legend. Just saying. I'm going to keep thinking of stuff, what happened while you were gone.
Wow.
Can't leave for a week.
Can't leave for a week. Come back to drama.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Today's high, 76 degrees. That had nothing to do with Bruno Mars, but it came to mind.
That's the first thing that came
All
to mind.
right. Listen, it's going to be more rain later on this afternoon, so enjoy the quiet time. Right now, it's time for the good news in the neighborhood.
Good news in the neighborhood. Decatur students are bringing back Rock the Block concert. They're bringing it to life. This going down this May 16th. This is a free community concert starring the Velcro Pygmies. This is organized by the Career Academics of Decatur, and it offers hands-on experience to the students in business and event planning. They're going to have local food trucks, vendors, and activities suitable for all ages. For this and other good news in the neighborhood, check out our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
The Good News in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Alabama A&M. Learn more about Alabama A&M University by visiting aamu.edu today. Alabama A&M University.
DJ Sir Thurl and the 10-minute wake-up mix, 94.1 WHRP.
All around the world.
And he's back.
We all around the world.
DJ Primetime 256. Touring in Europe.
I got passport
Sweden.
stamps, Tony.
You got stamps?
I got stamps.
Oh, I was so
happy
that you got back safe.
Ooh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. It's been a lot of craziness with these airlines and what's going on in Newark and all these towers, lack of people. Equipment is old and broke down.
I have never prayed so much.
I bet. It's been a hot mess with airlines here, there, and almost everywhere. But glad you're back safe. And we got a lot going on today. Of course, they are talking about the Diddy trial because they've been combing through about 43 people trying to figure out who's going to be the jury.
Yes.
And I think they've narrowed it down.
The iconic case. Have you seen some of these jurors?
I haven't seen any of them yet. Haven't seen any. I've read about some of them and their shenanigans of the guy who smokes marijuana, and they were asking him, can you not smoke marijuana through the trial? Will you? Oh yeah, I can. I won't smoke.
Of course. I'm not going to do it.
Then they found out he smoked the night before when he was answering the questions. Like, no, bro.
See what had happened was.
Yeah, right?
I forgot that I had smoked.
So everybody's been waiting for this trial. Now, so far, since he's been in court, Diddy, they haven't allowed any cameras in the court. So we've only been seeing sketches.
These sketches,
yeah. And from the sketches, man, you think my hair is gray.
Hey, he is. Yeah, they don't have that just for me in prison.
Oh, is that what it was?
J-U-S-T-F.
Because they say
me.
stress
For me.
Stress brings on the gray.
Yes, yeah.
Hello. And my hair is turning gray as we speak.
Nah.
Guess who's back?
I'm back, Tony. No need to stress.
Right. But nonetheless, Diddy on trial. They have select a jury. We're going to find out who these people are. If not today, definitely within this week. And you know what? The thing that I keep hearing is if he's found guilty of all these charges, he might as well say goodbye to the outside world.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's a wrap for him. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah. But if they put Al B. Sure on the stand,
man, you heard about that?
Ooh-wee.
So Al B. Sure, of course, and Diddy, what they have in common, they both dated the same lady, and they both had children with Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter. And Al B. Sure is saying, allegedly, that Diddy's responsible for the passing of Kim and for him being in a coma.
He said Diddy tried to take him out.
Yes.
Man.
And so, woo. Tyler Perry, get your pen and paper.
This is going to be a show.
This is going to be something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. You do the same. Tattletale's on the way. Tony in the morning and DJ Primetime 256 back in the mix.
I'm back.
On 94.1 WHRP.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the morning.
94.1 WHRP. The latest gossip headline.
Here she goes, up in everybody's business.
Tony's Tattletale.
Did you hear about what happened?
Tony's Tattletale.
Tony's Tattletale. Is any of this true?
Tony's
Well, one of our
Tattletale.
favorite actresses, Quinta Brunson of Abbott Elementary, is now getting the key to the city in Philadelphia. Yeah. First it was Cat Williams who got a street named after him, and now it's her turn, and she'll get the key to the city. It's all happening on May 28th. And of course, we just most recently saw her at the Met Gala. But nonetheless, she says she's very grateful to be receiving the key to her hometown. You can only imagine how, wonderful that feels.
Oh, yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Let me get the key, City.
That's all I can do, too. I can only imagine.
Let us get the key.
Congratulations to Malia Obama, our forever first daughter, who is into producing and writing scripts and movies, and now a boss commercial for Nike.
Okay.
Yes, she's the lady that's behind the new Nike commercial with Aja Wilson and that signature A1 shoe, where you see a young Aja playing with a couple of kids from back in the day. You remember the patty cake, Miss Mary Mac.
Oh, dressed in black.
Well, that was Malia's whole directing, suit right there. And so we, wish her nothing but the best.
Oh, yeah.
Making a name for herself.
Come on now.
Outside of the White House.
Come on,
It's not
Obamas.
the word. It's just what I heard. It's just Tattletale.
Now you're in the know about other people's business. From Tony's Tattletale on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP, today's best variety of R&B. Tony in the morning, Monday, we're back at it, and we hope that you had a nice weekend. But this is how we start our week off every week with Tish Hardrick and Associates to get us set up and ready to get those money-saving tips and strategic ways of really saving a buck for many different possibilities out here. And, of course, I'm always excited to see you, Tish. Good morning.
Good morning, Tony. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. And this Money Monday today, we're going to talk about tips for building business credit. Tell us something about that.
Well, this is a very important segment this morning, especially if you're a business owner, because building business credit plays a crucial role in your company's funding ability. Whether you're operating as a limited liability company or a corporation, your business has the ability to establish credit files separate from you as an individual. So tune in to these tips that I have on building business credit.
How many tips today?
I have 5 tips, Tony.
we're going to get it started with tip number 5.
To keep your business and personal finances separate, the first step to start building credit in your company's name is you want to build business credit quickly. And by doing that, you want to make sure that you have chose the right business structure. So to make your business a distinct legal entity, it requires that you select a business structure such as an LLC, an LLP, or a corporation. And remember, sole proprietorships do not create a separate business entity. So once you form your business entity, the next step is to register your business. And this step is dependent on where your structure is and where the business is located. And that is going to be our step number 1.
All right, I like it. Tips for building business credit with tip number 4.
You want to obtain a federal tax ID number, and that's also known as your EIN. You can apply for a federal tax ID number by using irs.gov, and this is a free source, and they will assign you a 9-digit number to your company, which will be allowed to use it for things such as filing your company tax returns, opening a business bank account, applying for certain licenses and permits, and definitely applying for business credit.
All right, you got to get that license, got to get that number, and stay in good standing with the IRS. All right. Tish Hardrick and Associates, it is Money Monday, and tips for building business credit, tip number 3.
Speaking of business bank accounts, once you have that federal tax ID, you'll want to open that business bank account for your own company. This is a mandatory step in creating a clear separation between your business and your personal expenses. Your banking relationship is going to play a very important role in your company's funding potential. Not only does your business bank account serve as the bank reference on credit references and applications, it's going to allow and provide key data that the lenders are going to use during a review.
And what is tip number 2?
Establish credit with vendors and suppliers who actually report. So one of the easiest ways to build business credit is to apply for net terms with vendors and suppliers. And as you buy certain supplies, inventory, or other materials on credit, those purchases and payments get reported to business credit reporting agencies. So you want to make sure that you select vendors and suppliers that actually report to business credit reporting agencies. Each relationship that you have is going to serve as a trade reference that can be used on future credit applications as well.
And that way you can build your credit up nice and strong as well. Tish Hardrick and Associates, Money Monday, tips for building business credit, and tip number 1.
Tip number 1 is monitor your business credit reports. There are 3 major business credit reporting agencies, so it's important to be able to monitor each of your company credit files. Each agency is going to collect data from various sources and may have different information about your company. The good news is that each of the business credit agencies provide a way for you to update basic information about your business. If you uncover any outdated or incorrect information, you'll want to contact the agency immediately to make those appropriate changes. With an established business credit report, you may get higher approvals, better interest rates, and repayment terms or loans that will make a big difference in your lines of credit.
Fantastic. So tips for building business credit, great business credit guidance from Tish Hardrick and Associates. It is Money Monday, and I know you have some exciting news that is fast approaching as you're getting closer and closer to your 1,000 customer. What's going to happen when that person walks through the door and they have no idea that they're their 1,000 customer with Tish Hardrick and Associates?
Oh, we're so excited about this milestone we're about to embark on it with our 1,000th client. So if you have been thinking about scheduling an appointment with Tish Hardrick and Associates, this is a perfect time because it may just be you. And when that person walks in our door, I have a special $1,000 cash prize for them, along with a plethora of other surprises. So hopefully it'll be you.
This sounds so exciting, Tish, and congratulations. I can't wait to see and find out who this person will be, and it's getting close. So consider using the services of Tish Hardrick and Associates. You never know. You might be that 1,000 customer. All right. Best way to get in contact with you is how?
You can always check us out on the web at thetishteam.com, where we're building foundations of success one step at a time with grants, business consultancy, and careers.
Broadcasting from the Fence One Studio, voted #1 contractor in North Alabama. 94.1 WHRP, Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur, a Cumulus media station.
Tony, yeah! Tony in the morning. Tony in the morning. Tony in the morning.
94.1 WHRP. 94.1 WHRP.
Let's get into it with your morning Black History Facts with O.C. Maddox Jr.
Today we're looking into an intriguing aspect of linguistics, Black Ebonics, also known as African American Vernacular English, or AAVE. I'm O.C. Maddox Jr., and this is Black History Facts. Ebonics is a distinct dialect with deep roots in African American history and culture. It's more than just slang. It's a legitimate linguistic system with its own rules of grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary. Ebonics emerged during the transatlantic slave trade as enslaved Africans combined English with various African languages. Over time, it evolved into the vibrant dialect that we hear today. Despite misconceptions, AAVE is not broken English. No. Linguists recognize it as a complex rule-governed system. For instance, habitual, be, is a unique grammatical feature. Like in the sentence, she be working late. Understanding and respecting AAVE is crucial, especially in education and media. It plays a significant role in the cultural identity of African Americans, and it also enriches the very fabric of American English. So the next time you hear someone speaking Ebonics, just remember, the brother be talking real straight. It's a powerful expression of heritage and history. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to Black History Facts. I'm O.C. Maddox Jr., and until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and keep on making history.
Your morning Black History Facts is sponsored by OMJ Media Design. Find them on Facebook, OMJ Media Design.
94.1 WHRP, Tony in the morning. Tony. I took a lot of flights over this past week or so, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that was terrifying to me is the whole flight situation, because the air traffic controllers are saying that there's not enough. And good news and scary news to me at the same time is that the FAA has partnered with 5 schools to fast track college students to become to be FAA
to fast track?
to fast track, so to become air traffic controllers. It's
You know, they just they've had a couple of incidents at the Newark airport recently, and they actually had like a 45-minute outage the other day, causing a lot of delays and things like that.
Just circling,
Then they had something called like some black spots or something, like where there's for like 30 seconds, no, up to, I think they said up to a minute, where the airliners, the pilots can't hear the people from the traffic control. Yeah, they've been having some issues with this buzzing, popping sound. So that's there. And then I heard another report where they're basically saying that a lot of the equipment needs to be updated.
Saying that it's old.
And they don't even have the parts to fix the old stuff anymore. They don't make those parts anymore.
And then the budget is they can't update the equipment until I think it's 2026 or 2028.
Listen, they said they have had nearly 250 delays, 80 cancellations. That's a ripple effect right there.
Yeah.
You know, And so now you're saying they want to fast track.
They want to fast, and because it's needed. It's definitely needed. But then to fast track somebody through it, do they really have an understanding of it? I think I'd rather have the delays with some experienced people versus fast tracking anybody new through anything with something that's that expensive with lives that are in the air.
That's why you've been seeing me in the car and on the train.
Yo, this is DJ Primetime 256. Join us weekdays starting at 6 a.m. for money-saving tips on Money Monday.
Every Tuesday, check in for Is It Legal?
Wellness Wednesday.
And each weekday, Black History Facts with O.C. Maddox Jr.
What's your sign?
And of course, Tony's Tattletale.
Tony in the morning.
Tony in the Morning, weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP, 702, where my girls at? And that's what I'm going to say on Saturday night. Where my girls at? Going to see Gladys, Chaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, and also Stephanie Mills. This is going to be the show not to miss. Everyone's talking about these four legends to be on one stage, one night.
One night.
Yeah.
Girls' night out. Tony.
Yes.
I know y'all going to have a blast.
I think so. I mean, it'll be very nice for especially those who have never seen at least one of the ladies. You know, there's always that one you have never seen, right? Fortunately, because of my career, I've seen them all, and I know how they're going to throw down. Oh, yeah.
I can only imagine.
Yes. Woo. Yes. So looking forward to that. Get your tickets in advance at Ticketmaster.com. Find out how you can get in where you fit in, best girlfriends. Go to our website at WHRPFM.com. Sign up because tomorrow we're going to start making some phone calls.
Ooh.
Yes, for the Best Girlfriends Night Out. Now, it is, do you bike?
I do.
All right, so it is Bus and Bike Week.
Yes.
Here in Huntsville, and they're offering free Orbit, they got some fixed routes, but they have some free bus rides.
Yeah, and it's really dope because you can hop on your bike, get on the bus, go to one of these trails out there downtown, hop back on your bike and just cruise, enjoy the scenery.
Or even if you want to, so I used to do this back home in Cali because we have a lot of bicycle, lanes in the streets and trails that allow you to ride your bicycle to work or school.
Yes, yeah.
Really safe, And so I really do miss being able to ride my bike, hop on the bus, and, and they have these nice little racks in front of the bus. You put your bike there, jump on the bus, get to where you want to go.
Cruise around.
Yeah.
Nah.
So they're offering that this week.
Yep, I'll be out there popping wheelies, trying to get on the bus, too.
Oh, popping wheelies. At your age.
I'm like, my knees.
You're going to pop something all right.
You just won a prize.
It's Tony Terrell at WHRP. Hey, girlfriend. You know I'm calling you because you signed up for the Best Girlfriends Night Out.
I did, girl. Don't tell me I'm going.
You going.
We have more winners than any other radio station.
I'm going.
You going. You and your best girlfriend.
We have more winners than any other radio station.
We sure gonna be up in there. We need a mommy day out.
The winning numbers are 941 at WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Tony in the Morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. Tony, everywhere on social media, they're talking about this 100 men versus a gorilla.
It takes 100 men to verse a gorilla.
They're saying that 100 men can beat a gorilla.
I don't know about that.
I've seen like little monkeys pull off people's faces, let alone a full, it's a gorilla.
Like a big, a gorilla.
A gorilla, like a big silverback.
So we're talking about, well, I can't do that because,
King Kong.
Different, yeah.
Like the big one.
I've seen that. I've seen King Kong. King Kong similar. King Kong only likes ladies.
Yes,
I mean, I've seen,
Oh, now, see, if it was 100 men versus a gorilla is one thing. 100 women versus a gorilla.
He's going to melt.
He's
going to get weak. He's going to get weak in the knees.
That's the only way you can beat it. You can beat it. So there's this story about a lady who defended a bear off with some cookies.
Totally different than
than
a gorilla, but still as ferocious, right?
Just as ferocious, because it shows that it's the touch of a woman that works. It calms the beast.
Yes.
So
Yes.
she's walking with her daughter and they're going back home. They're on vacation.
Right.
And they spot a bear. And she realizes it's a bear that's behind her because something's nibbling at her leg.
No,
So,
no.
As she turns around and realizes it's a bear nibbling at her leg, she hits the bear upside the head with some cookies.
With some cookies.
Realizes the bear wants nothing but a nice sweet snack, right? Tosses the cookies, and her and her child gets away.
Okay.
You can't. Now this is a real story.
This is a real story.
A real story.
A lady beats the odds of getting attacked by a bear.
With some cookies. So as men versus this gorilla,
right?
I think we're going at it the wrong way.
Yeah.
You got to have a woman's touch.
Yes.
And some cookies.
94.1 WHRP has more winners than any other radio station in the Tennessee Valley, is giving you ways to win again. JD Entertainment and 360 Production Group presents the 28th Annual Old School and Blues Fest, Saturday, May 24th, starring the iconic Isley Brothers.
When will there be a harvest for the world?
Big Daddy Kane,
If I get the job done.
Latasha, formerly of Escape, and more. Listen to win or register now at WHRPFM.com.
Break out the food and the drink.
The Weekend, Niagara Falls, 94.1 WHRP. Tony, I bet The Weekend has one of these espresso machines at his house.
You think so?
Because rich people just spend money on the craziest things.
Yeah.
So there's this $12,000 espresso machine.
$12,000. I'm already thinking about four things I could do with $12,000.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't make the coffee taste any better, right? The espresso machine was just handcrafted in Florence, Italy by a men's underwear designer.
What?
I'm just saying.
What does that have to do with espresso?
I don't know. It's when you put two and two together,
Come
and then
on.
apparently
Sometimes you specialize in he's underwear designer.
Yeah, but when you put two and two together, apparently the coffee tastes better. So $12,000 limited edition sells out in one day. One day.
Why?
Because the rich are rich. We have to come up with something that we can sell
What makes this
for a ridiculous
espresso
amount.
machine that much different than the $100 espresso machine?
Nothing, to be honest with you. And I've had the expensive coffee, and I've had the cheap coffee,
right?
And it's just the grains. It's not the machine it goes into. It's where the grains come from.
Right.
Yeah. So
You
the fact
gotta-
that this is a designer
How
makes
you
no
grind
sense.
your coffee beans.
Yes.
And what kind of coffee beans, the oils in the
Come on.
beans and all that. And yeah, that's what makes the coffee.
Yeah, not the
Not the
expensive
machine.
name brand machine
Right.
from Italy.
Is it pretty?
It does
Is
look pretty dope, though.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
gonna lie. Yeah.
All right. It's
Would
got
I
a good
want
look.
one? Yes.
Yes, because you're an American and you like to
Yeah.
flash and brag.
But would I
Yeah.
spend $12,000 on it? Nah.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Because you're not rich, boo.
I'm not. Reality.
Reality check. Listen, the measles, has been making its rounds as much as possible. And we're not inviting the measles here in Alabama,
No.
right? But the outbreak has been ongoing in Texas mostly, but it has reached nearly 31 other states and states nearby us. Okay, don't y'all come over state line with the
Stay where
measles.
you at. Stay where
Two
you at.
children and an adult male reportedly, sadly, to have died from the outbreak. They say 96% of the confirmed cases have actually come from people who have been unvaccinated or whose vaccination status is unknown. So they're basically saying get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated. Ugh,
Yeah,
man.
measles. Not a good
Nah,
look.
stay away from our state.
Ooh. It's your best girlfriend, Tony Terrell, and you can stream us live every single day at WHRPFM.com. Check in now and catch up with Tony in the morning, weekdays from 6 to 10 at WHRPFM.com. Just click the purple button.
Show me Neo, 94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. And now it's time for your motivation and inspiration.
Well, we celebrated Mom yesterday, and we will continue to celebrate Mom throughout the week and almost every day. If you have a good one, most moms are celebrated. And sometimes, relationships can be a little challenging. But no, there's no way to be a perfect mother and a million ways to be a good one. You may not be perfect, but you certainly can be a good mom. That's your motivation and inspiration, 94.1 WHRP.